I just broadcasted it. Broadcasting it. If you want to watch it. Watch two teams suck.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Magic in this one. It's Wednesday Night Basketball live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Wow, you son of a bitch.
The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one.
Fellas, I really think it's a difficult job they've got ahead of them. I mean, anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really hard. They've seemed a little bit scattered to me lately. I'd like to see them form a better game plan and then stick with it. Stick to the script.
Yeah, that's tough to do, though, Clark. And when nothing's working and a team does start to lose confidence, I think that's where it's critical to have leadership, both on the floor but with that coaching staff. And if they can figure that aspect out, I think then they'll be able to turn this thing around.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. You've got Evan Fournier, Andrew Nicholson out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Jennings in at the point guard position. And Oladipo kicks to Fournier. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang.
You see that three-pointer? Oh, you dumbass. Your opponent has left the match. Oh my god. Oh god, this guy's using the Bulls. What did he destroy the Bulls? The fuck is that? They're expecting me to lose. Jesus Christ. Takes forever to load.
It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at Chicago.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
Yep, and there is a more confident team in the NBA right now. Believe me, none of the guys on that team think this winning streak has happened by accident.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in the 3 slot. Shot's good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And it's Butler missing. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Wiggins. And he goes in for the dunk.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam? Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Gibson sends it back. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And it's Butler missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And the rejection by Jang. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Rose missing. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's stolen by Dunleavy. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Levine, but they'll get another chance. Lets it go with a 3. Rubio misses.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
And Butler gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Levine. Bank shot, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And it's Butler missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Towns with the steal. And here they come. Here's Levine. And Gibson sends it back. Here's Dunleavy. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Tayshaun Prince has checked in for Jang. Muhammad comes in for Zach LaVine. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
From beyond the arc.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Big man with the big-time finish.
From deep, Brooks. And the shot is good. Brooks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah,
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls lead by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Craig Smith is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Muhammad. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one's good. Chicago leading by 7. It's stolen by Jones. Smith outside. From deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Jones. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Warriors. And, of course, there's Minnesota tied up with them. The Bulls shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Now the dish to Muhammad. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Lets it go from deep. No luck. Good work defensively by Gasol. From deep three-point range. Now here's Butler. Muhammad covering. And it's Butler missing.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Threw it
Why don't
down
you
with
fight?
authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Got a hand on it. And Muhammad kicks to Rubio. Floats one up.
Are they?
Here's Rose. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Smith. Wiggins comes in for Jang. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. Lets it go from 14. That one off the back iron and out. Prince with it. Butler covering. Rose with the double team. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to LaVine. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. Ricky Rubio picks one up. Here's Gibson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead on the wing. Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Chicago leading by 10. Rose passes to Gibson. And stolen by Prince. Here.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Good. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Holiday dishes to Rose. Pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Rose. Here's Dunleavy. Covered by Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. Dunleavy's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 10. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock engagement.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Some changes for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Prince. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Chicago also making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Gibson. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Feeds it to Towns. For 3. Can't hit. That will count. No good on that last second attempt there. And the first half is now in the books. It's Chicago up 11. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. On their team with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard. And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's Rose. Off on the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but you need just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic? So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Chicago shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He hits the second from the line. Here's Rubio. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Wiggins from outside. The Bulls shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. Second in rebound. Third in three-point field goal percentage. And they're right there, I mean, among the top 5 teams in second chance points. Doing a really good job of offensive rebounding and then being able to score the ball when they get that second chance.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Greg Smith, he's checked in for Minnesota. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Wiggins drives in. And Gibson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Wiggins. Here's Levine. He's got 9. Goes up off the inbound. And that's 2 points on the layup. Levine's got 11 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Outside Butler. The feed to Rose. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Deflects the pass. Gibson with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And the rejection by Jang.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. From deep, Rose. But they get it back. And again, no good by Chicago. Prince with it. Now guarded by Gibson. There's Levine. Another miss by Minnesota. And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And then Smith with the dunk.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
You know what, they just are in a funk right now offensively. It's a good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Minnesota making some changes. Muhammad comes in for Tayshaun Prince, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. Justin Holiday's checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. It's stolen by Smith. To the paint. Here's Jones. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Levine.
What the fuck is the fucking foul? What the fuck?
Brooks, the pass to Portis. Outside Holiday. From deep. Shot's good. McDermott's got his second basket of the night.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
What the fuck,
Levine? As the Bulls gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Holiday kicks to McDermott. Holiday dishes to Brooks. For the three. Knocked away.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Come on, Wiggins.
On three-pointer, Wiggins. Brooks grabs the board. 4 seconds left. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Wiggins, right side. Off target with that shot.
36-48 in a third.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter.
Now.
Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Bulls leading by 12. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. Wiggins is out there with Jones. And it's Muhammad in the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Wiggins from outside. Offensive rebound. Zhang, the pass to Wiggins. Back to Zhang. It's tipped. Wiggins outside. Over Rose. And it's Wiggins missing.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And Chicago shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And thank you for that, Doris. Stolen by Rubio. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Here's Levine. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
They're running. Here's Wiggins.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possible. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
And with the game literally hanging in the balance, a play like that is an igniter. That's where momentum can become a game changer.
Butler kicks to Dunleavy. And stolen by Wiggins. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Inside. Jang dishes to Levine. Shot from 16. Butler knocks it loose. And Jang kicks to Wiggins. Rubio the pass to Towns. 5 to shoot.
I know it's a 3-point game now.
It's Rubio with the assist.
Boy, such
3 minutes left.
outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
After just down being
Absolutely.
just down
Their
12
ball movement
points.
has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. Outside Gasol. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
And really the focus right now is to stay hot. Not much time left to complete this comeback, so they've got to get it done now.
Here's Butler. And the Bulls with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the middle. And here we go. Timberwolves running again.
Come on now.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And he gets it to go.
Come on, guys.
And the Bulls lead by 5.
Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And Gibson sends it back. They retain possession. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
It's in!
Those are
Now 4 points with 50 seconds left.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And Zhang kicks to Towns. The drive by Rubio. Chicago grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Butler dishes to Gibson. Rose, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass
Come
first
on, where the fuck
mentality
is
at
the
this point.
And the first of 2,
Oh my
no good.
God.
Heartbreaker.
Fucking kidding me, right?
Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dunleavy's shot is
Oh
off.
shit.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Here's Mirotic. Yes!
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Buries it from outside.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big guy.
Yes!
Bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight
Yes.
game.
He
They
threw it all the way
break the
across
hearts
the
of
field.
every fan in the building
A
with a
court, and went out
dramatic
of
late
bounds.
victory.
And
had
Kevin,
0.5
this is
seconds
the kind
left.
of win you have to take
And I
a
just threw it
ton
up
of
and made a
pride in. I mean,
three-pointer to
they
win by
battled
1.
with
Oh my god. That has to be the best. after being down 14 points in that second half.
Tell them where I'm from. Make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. Say, lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town. Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me, I'ma win a Venice. LA got the people saying, Brooklyn saying, Hacienda saying, Vegas saying, Rio saying, Tokyo saying, Down Under saying, Miami saying, Jamaica. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Tell them where I'm at, from the plaque to the everything fat, got motored on a track, my girls all stacked. When I roll down the window, let me know where you at. Atlanta, North, South, Kekalak, Texas Grill, Cadillacs, through Miami, then back to London, Jamaica, then France, the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down, better represent when we come to your town. Say, lay back, slow down, what you represent when we come to your town. Say, get in with the business when I come from Kansas City. Hit Manila till it's Christmas, out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is this visit? Bring my people back to Venice.
Now I'm gonna play a team. All-star team mode. Hopefully they pick good teams. No, they pick it for you. Goddamn 5-on-5. At least I'm like on the team with Michael Jordan, LeBron James, freaking. But the other team has Steph Curry, James Harden, Black 12, Sprewell, Dante Cunningham, Meng Yao. No, it's Meng Yao. So there's two people. It's Meng Yao. There's another Yao Ming.
Welcome everyone.
Meng Yao.
Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball.
Oh god, look, Michael Jordan.
You'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars.
Short.
And here are the East All-Stars now. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Cunningham is out there with Yao. Then it's Curry. Then it's Harden. And it's Sprewell in at the three.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Oh my god.
It's Curry outside. And good on the basket. Book it. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. And the West All-Stars with possession. They set the pick. Here's Curry. Mozgov grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Come on, guys. The fuck? 30 fucking 5 team fouls in the first 30 seconds.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Curry.
Come on.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Now, here is Irving.
Oh my
And
god.
the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Backcourt violation? The fuck? Learn how to fucking play.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Harden inside the three-point line. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Fucking wide open.
Fucking shot there.
Kyrie's a fucking ball hog.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Right here, open. Open, you fucking dumbass.
Irving with a clean look.
Can't
Another
make
miss
it.
by Irving.
Fucking ball hog.
East All-Stars on defense. It's a three-point
Yeah, we're about
game.
to lose this fucking ball hogs.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Fucking quitting that game. Piece of shit. People don't know how to fucking team play. It's called team play for a reason, not ball hog play.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, pop up in the 6, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank. I got plenty change. She rep HBK over everything. Married to the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate. We just in the pay. Young and making plenty cake. Get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet. Being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death.
Of course, being fucking Golden State piece of shit.
$1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips. I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind.
Cavaliers, the fucking actual real team.
It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh?
I mean, if that's all they use, the fucking Warriors, and they obviously suck. I'm using the fucking Bucks, and they're using the Golden State Warriors. So I'm totally gonna win.
Ain't nothing changed with the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I'll die by respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in peace, it's the G-A-N-G. Hate on me cause we ain't leave the seat vacant. We taking the R.A.P. game to a new place. I swear that we got this tied like a shoelace for real.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams and the 5 down low. Now Thompson. After Westbrook's missed 3. Barnes kicks to Curry. The Thunder pull it in. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Now here's Barnes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here is Durant. For 3. The Thunder with another miss. Outside Curry. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul.
What's the charge foul?
That is his first foul of the game. Andre Roberson.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Steven Adams. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Green with a screen for Curry. Again, Curry missing. The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. No good from Durant.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
It's 2-0. It's been like that for 2 minutes.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. From deep, Green.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Curry kicks to McAdoo. Pass to Green. To the middle. Outside for Curry. McAdoo, the pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Thompson from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. From outside the arc. Feeds it to Adams. He dishes it to Durant. Launches it. Durant with another miss.
What do they pick?
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall from the court. Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters.
As they say.
Okay.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Green. Spates comes in for Barnes. Brandon Rush, who's checked in for McAdoo. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson. Ibaka dishes to Cantor. Foy from long range. The shot will not go. Nice D from Varejão. Clark kicks to Rush. The tray. kept alive. Dishes it to Spates. And it's slammed in by Verejao.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. The Thunder shooting their first free throw tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's Clark. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets it to go.
Crisp pass into the paint.
And that one's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The dish now to Payne. The three ball. It's deflected. And it's the Warriors on the break.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
26 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Foy missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Now Payne. And it would have counted had it fallen, but... And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Barnes is the stretch four with Green in the middle. Barbosa is out there with Livingston. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Barbosa's shot is off. To the paint. Waiters. And he banks in the layup. Waiters got his first points of the night.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Barnes kicks to Barbosa. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
McAdoo is checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And then for Oklahoma City, Durant comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dion Waiters. And the Thunder making a switch here. Foy's checked in.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Out to the right wing. Roberson the pass to Adams. It's Westbrook with the drive. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a... Oh, wow.
Take that, Curry.
It's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And that one's good. Westbrook's got 13 points now in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in. Warriors trailed by 4. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Adams. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-5 run. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Nice shot by Foy.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 7 points for Steph.
Oh, he quit. Fucking bum. Someone watching my broadcast still?
I'm outside right now.